I am honestly trying to figure out whether Donald Trump is just the biggest idiot we ever did see, or if his brain is just so fried that he is incapable of shutting his mouth. Because at a rally in Wisconsin, Donald Trump went out on the stage and he uttered one of the single phrases that he should probably never, ever use. But if you end up getting anything out of this video, please remember to hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and I would very much appreciate your support. Now, rumor has it that people in the Trump campaign are begging and pleading with Trump to stop using the protector of women rhetoric at his events. Because not only does Trump have a long and storied past with sexual assault, but he is also the only president in modern history that has rolled back women's rights to the extent that Trump has. And so when Donald Trump went out on stage in Wisconsin and said that he was going to protect all women, whether they liked it or not, I am sure the Trump campaign absolutely lost their minds.
Please don't say that. Why? They said we think it's very inappropriate for you to say. So why? I'm president. I want to protect the women of our country. They said. They said, sir, I just think it's inappropriate for you to say, pay these guys a lot of money. Can you believe it? I said, well, I'm going to do it whether the women like it or not. I'm going to protect them. I'm going to protect them from migrants coming in. I'm going to protect them from foreign countries that want to hit us with missiles and lots of other things.
So Donald Trump says he's paying these people a lot of money, and maybe he should listen to them. Because when you have somebody like Donald Trump, who has been found liable of rape in the Eugene Carroll case, it really sounds creepy when he is trying to force his protection onto the women of this country. And the people in the Trump campaign have probably rightly identified that the gender gap in the election could be devastating for Trump. And I am sure they were absolutely terrified for the Access Hollywood tapes to start making its rounds again only days before the election, which is exactly what happened.
I gotta use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her. You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. You just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the I can do anything.
So people in the MAGA cult are going to write this off and say, it was just locker room talk. It's still despicable now, as it was then. But what would be their excuse for Donald Trump doubling down on this type of rhetoric during the Eugene Carroll deposition? And this was only back in 2022.
And you say, and again, this has become very famous in this video, I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. Just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Grab them by the you can do anything. That's what you said, correct?
Well, historically, that's true with stars.
It's true with stars that they can grab women by the
Well, that's what it's. If you look over the last million years, I guess that's been largely true. Not always, but largely true. Unfortunately or fortunately.
And you consider yourself to be a star?
I think you can say that, yeah.
Absolutely disgusting. I think this just proves to the American people that Donald Trump believes the rules don't apply to him and that he will take what he wants, even if that comes to women. And he already has a long history of sexual assault. Not only was he found liable for sexual assault and rape or rape in the Eugene Carroll case, but there are more than 24 women that have come out and made credible accusations against Donald Trump. Let's go ahead and read through this really quick, because I just want to mention the names of people that have credibly accused him. Dozens of women have accused Trump of sexual misconduct dating back to the 1970s, and he has been found liable in court for sexual abuse. And the judge that presided over that case for E. Jean Carroll said it did amount to rape. So take that how you want to. But let's go ahead and read this list of more than 24 women. Jessica Leeds, Ivana Trump, Kristen Anderson, Jill Harth, Lisa Boyne, 5 former Miss Teen USA contestants. We already know that he has been on like Howard Stern bragging about how he would just walk backstage when these women were undressed. Absolutely despicable behavior. Then we have E. Jean Carroll, Temple Taggart, Kathy Heller, Amy Doris, Karina Virginia, Karen Johnson, Bridget Sullivan, Tasha Dixon, Melinda McGillivray, Natasha Stoynoff, Juliet Huddy, Rachel Crooks, Samantha Holvey, Nene Laaksonen, Jessica Drake, Summer Zervos, Cassandra Searless, and Alva Johnson. And I'm sorry if I butchered any of those names. And I don't even know if this is a complete list of all of the credible accusations that have been made against Donald Trump. So when you've got somebody out there running to be the next president of the United States, and he has this storied history, it is really kind of weird and disconcerting that he is promising to force his protection onto them in the way that he is. Now, the MAGA cultists are saying, oh, well, he was just talking about immigration and threats from the outside. Well, no. That just really doesn't capture the spirit of what Donald Trump said. He said, I'm going to protect you whether you like it or not. And then he subsequently listed a couple of different threats that he may be referring to. But the overall message was that he was going to be your protector. And I don't think the women in America want that from Donald Trump. And I hope that they show that at the ballot box this year and serve him up a crushing defeat. And the Harris campaign has come out and reminded people just how harmful Donald Trump has already been to women and girls in America by appointing the Supreme Court justices that overturned Roe v. Wade.
Do you believe in punishment for abortion? Yes or no?
There has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman?
Yeah.
And the punishment is real. Women denied care, unable to get pregnant again, traumatized, scarred for life. Young women who didn't need to die. Now 1 in 3 women live under a Trump abortion ban. And if he's elected, everyone will.
There has to be some form of punishment.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Now, to be fair to Donald Trump, he did take back those comments about the women need to be punished, but that does not discount the fact that he was responsible for the overturning of Roe v. Wade. And now, like this ad said, 1 in 3 women live in a state with a complete or near complete abortion ban. Donald Trump has been an absolute disaster for women's rights in this country. So I don't think they want that man to be their protector. And so when he comes out and says he's going to do it whether they like it or not, it kind of hits a little bit different, doesn't it? Once you contextualize everything and realize all of the gross conduct Trump has been involved in the past and the overturning of Roe v. Wade, that's why the Harris campaign rapid-fired with this little ad that kind of puts Trump's statements up against some headlines where women are being affected by Trump's policies or Supreme Court justices. Let's go ahead and take a look at that.
Whether the women like it or not.
They said, sir, I just think it's inappropriate for you to say. I said, well, I'm going to do it whether the women like it or not. I'm going to do it whether the women like it or not. Whether the women like it or not. Whether the women like it or not. Whether the women like it or not.
Whether the women like it or not. I'm going to do it whether the women like it or not.
pretty creepy stuff. Now, I personally want Donald Trump to lose in November. So I hope that he keeps on running his mouth and saying things like this that will help him lose in November. And it is my hope that the women of this country will show up in huge numbers and deliver this guy just a overwhelming defeat. That is what we need to see, because this guy should be nowhere near the Oval Office ever again. He has been an absolute travesty for families in this country, for women in this country, for girls in this country. There has been complete devastation in so many people's lives because of the things that Donald Trump has done. So, although these comments by Donald Trump are grotesque, I hope he keeps on making them for the simple fact that women will be turned away by this type of rhetoric. So, these are the things that we should remember when we go vote in just a couple days. I will leave it there. If you guys got anything out of this video, please remember to smash that like button and subscribe. Maybe share it with a friend or two. I'd very much appreciate that. Like I said, I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and I would very much appreciate your support. If you want to see some more unhinged comments from Donald Trump, where he is actually threatening Liz Cheney with being shot in the face, go ahead and watch that video on the screen now. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on the next one.